Good morning. So there are quite a few videos out there talking about the changes from the Axys to the Matryx chassis. And there's some really thorough videos out there, but none of them talk about the drawbacks and the things you give up going from the Axys to the Matryx. I think overall the Matryx is a better machine, but there are a few things that I think they went backwards on for sure. So I'm just going to talk about those really quick. So one of them would be if you look at the fuel tank on this, and here's a tape measure just to show how tall the fuel tank is. It's about 6 inches at the back of the tank on the Axys. So if you go to the Matryx though, they narrowed the fuel tank up, which is sweet, but if you want to run a low seat like I used to, it's 9 inches tall at the back. So you almost can't shorten your seat from factory, which is not a huge deal, but if you're used to running a low seat, like I had a skin seat on my Axys, now that's not really an option anymore because your fuel tank would get in the way on the Matryx. This seat's probably only 2 inches tall anyways. So that's one thing to keep in consideration. Another thing is just the fit and finish. Everything is kind of loose on these. I think the fit and finish is worse on the Matryx than it is on the Axys. It's not, snowmobiles aren't really known for having great fit and finish anyways, but I think the Axys is better than the Matryx when it comes to fit and finish. They just kind of, it feels flimsy. Other Matryx chassis I've been around are the same way. Also with the flimsy side panels, so I have ridden, Polaris for many years, had many different Polarises, and I've never had a problem with the primary clutch eating away at your side panel until my Matryx. You probably can't see it in the video, but it started to chew away. I only have probably 250 miles on this sled, and it already started to chew away. The primary was chewing away at my side panel, so I had to reinforce it with some thermoformed Kydex just so it wouldn't eat away my side panel. And part of the reason for that, there's no contour to keep strength. They're pretty flimsy, whereas on the Axys, there's angles, there's contour. It's pretty rigid right there, and that's another drawback, I think, when you go into the Matryx. And then the last one would be these tunnels. I'd put an aftermarket bumper on there to protect it and to remedy the issue, but I have seen quite a few of these tunnels kink, which is obviously not ideal. You didn't hardly ever see that when you're looking at the Axys. I shortened this, I built this bumper on it as well, but seldom do you see one of these tunnels kinking from flipping over backwards or getting hit. It does happen, but not near as often as what it would on the Matryx, which you can, it's easily fixed. It's just another $300 part you have to put on from the factory to get the similar strength out of your Matryx tunnel as what you would from the factory on the Axys. I really like the Matryx overall. I do think it's better than the Axys, but there are a few things that I think they went backwards. Not everything is better than the Axys chassis. The Axys is still excellent. I think I really like this, and one of my buddies is actually buying this from me, but it's been an excellent snowmobile, and hopefully this follows suit. Well, those are some things just to consider if you're shopping for a used Axys or used Matryx or even new Matryx. Just to keep in mind, there are a few drawbacks, but overall they're both excellent sleds, and yeah, the Matryx is the better machine. There's just a few things you do end up giving up.